And there we go. It's late night here at America's Mentor. Guys, namaste. God bless. How are all of you? It's a Sunday, you know it, slash in the Monday show. Let's get to work here. A lot happened today, man. This is in between the third shift kind of thing that's going on, and I do on the weekends, which I love, mind you. But today I met a friend today, man. Yeah, I met a friend. My deck here at the loft, I get to look out into the woods, vast trees, man. And I'm sitting there today. I actually sit on the floor and I do my reels and my show prep because that's what I like. I like, connecting with the outside. Not weird. It's just me, guys. And I'm sitting there, and there's a big pot that I have there. I just left it there because the squirrels out there just dug up my palm trees and just decimated them a while back. I said, you know what? I'll leave it there. They'll use it as the friggin' toilet. I don't care. I'm sitting there and I hear these little feet coming up to the screen, and I'm doing my work, not paying attention. Look, the big squirrel, man, sucker, huge. It was like a big rat with a tail, man. Walked up, looks right at me, cleans itself. Yes, that way too. That there grooms himself and just lays down and takes a nap right next to me on the thing, man. Just sat there. And mind you, there's a screen in between. I got the screen closed. And he just sat there. It took a nap. I was like, okay, so I'm attracting animals now in my life. But it was all good. It was a great experience. It was really cool. I felt really comfortable as a human being. But this show came about, and here we go, another weird thing. And this show came about from a washing machine. Yeah, washing machine. Doing my laundry today, and I'm like, am I the only one who thinks of this stuff? But it's so infantile on how life is, because life is just it's a big science project, guys. And if you understand the science project, you're going to get an A on the report. Believe me when I tell you, it makes things so much easier in your life, and that's the whole point. That's why I'm here, man. I love sharing this kind of information on a massive scale, and thank you so much for the Jackson views and everything that I do. So, as I went into work last night, I said I want to different it up tonight because I jack in the buds literally for 8 hours of books, and I wanted to change it up last night. So I was thinking to myself, wait, let's go back to the source, man. The guy even before Neville Goddard, even before him, who was showing how thoughts become things. And this is even before, this is like the 1905 era of Victorian writing. And Wallace Wattles, you guys might have heard of him. He wrote The Science of Getting Rich. I wanted to jack into a different book, The Science of Being Great. And his dissertation of that was simply astounding because I never read that book before. And it was great because one of the quotes that really stood out in that book, and I'm going to read it to you verbatim, it says, the brain does not make the man. The brain does not make the man. It's the man who makes the brain. In other words, we have control. And I say it all the time. You guys know it. You're not credulous to the fact that we're all in control of what we think in our life. And what we keep thinking about in our mindset, we keep programming into our brain set. He calls it mind stuff. I love that. I love that term, mind stuff, because that's basically what it is. I'll get to my washing machine thing in a minute. Believe me, it's all going to make sense. And then this quote hit me that I put onto, I didn't put onto my reels, but I will eventually. I'm going to read it to you guys. Sometimes a break from your routine is everything you need. A lot of us want stuff. We all want stuff, man. We all want to have these things in life and situations and circumstances in life. The problem is our routine of thinking is creating the program in our mind. In our brain. That's what we're talking about as far as brain stuff or mind stuff. Hence, routine is a regular course or procedure, habitual performance of an established habit. People ask me, a bunch of people ask me, how do you change yourself? I said, just change your habit. Change your routine. If you can develop a routine in your life, this is where the thinking, the imagining comes in. If you can develop a new routine of habit, of thought, it's going to naturally install in your brain, hence that mind stuff thing going on there. And from that, you're going to get production. And it's just And I'll get to the washing machine thing again. Production, an act of producing. And this is what I'm talking about. I'll use the simple metaphor of the washing machine as I was doing my clothes today, down in the laundry room here at the loft. Washing machine takes everything, jacks it all in there. We throw everything in there, hence our thoughts, into this big pool of water. What does that pool? It mashes it all up. It incorporates it all together. What does it do? It goes through a spin cycle. You ever try pulling your clothes out like I did today? I overstuffed that bitch. And you try pulling your clothes, they're all stuck together. That's basically what happens with our thoughts. You keep putting in the same thoughts in that mind of yours, it's going to be installed in your neural channels of your brain. Hence, a thinking habit. And if you guys get that through your thick skull, that it's really as simple as changing your physical routine. I always talk about speaking from the inside out. I'm showing you guys from the outside in, because a lot of you guys don't get it. I didn't get it. I'm a very, very, very slow learner. But once I get it, I get it. And I kind of incorporate as many ways as I can to just keep installing what I want to be every single day, because then it's going to start flowing naturally. Oh, Jerry, you're such an inspiration. Meatball, it took me years to figure that out, of naturally just putting myself in a place of only positive situations, things, people. Does that make sense? It's a great science project for you guys to work on yourself, because when you just keep installing all these thoughts into the pool of the brain, the neurons are going to connect. And this is the science part about it. The neurons are all going to connect. They're going to create those neural pathways, which are natural habits of thought. And when you keep doing that all the time, you're going to naturally evolve into who you want to be. And a couple words out of the science of getting great. And hopefully it really, this is infantile. But to me, it was like, my God, I couldn't get it at first. But this is what I'm talking about. Immerse yourself in what you want to become. And if you do it enough, it's going to connect, guys. It's going to connect. Believe me when I tell you, I don't have an acronym or beginning or the back of my name to explain what I'm trying to bring to you guys. It's just information that's been around for centuries. Centuries. I'm just trying to send it out to you guys in the easiest way, because I love how it's affected me in general and the people around me as well. He also wrote, and this is what people got to get out of their heads. Your life is about you. It's about nothing. Everybody, let's make the planet great. Let's make it. No, focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself, guys, you focus on yourself. The very best thing you can do for the world is to make the most of yourself. If everybody just minded their own friggin' business, literally, and just put that best self out there, all them other best selves are going to connect with the best self. Now we're mired in all this negativity out there. That's why it's so important to keep your slate clean and your surroundings clean, and what you're putting in every single day as far as what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're doing every day, because that's going to create a natural pathway of thinking. And a lot of you have done that. I did it. And evolution of self is just recreating what you've been created. And it's just reinstalling the thinking process, because yes, you can do this. We all can do this. We all have this ability, and the only beings on this planet that can do that can actually change what we were to what we want to become. Everybody else got to follow the natural path of nature, trees, animals. They got to follow all this natural path or the laws of the universe. We have this gift. We have this gift to change who we are. And if you can grasp that, and the whole point of America's Mentor is living at peace, because when you're living at peace, you can really focus on, hence those channels of thought out there to what you want to bring to you. But if you're not living in peace, if you're mired in thoughts of misery and sadness and grief and disappointment, anger, hate, frustration, if you're mired in those thoughts, you're going to put into the pool, let it spin around, all stick together, and it's going to become a permanent thought habit. You got to change that. We all have to change that. And for us to create a better world, it starts with ourselves. It's us just putting out there what we truly want to have, be, and do. He also noted in the science of being great, which is it's great because he was going into scripture as well. A lot of people don't get that. Scripture to people back then who understood the sciences didn't use Scripture as a means of controlling people, but of understanding yourself. And I'm not going to go into Scripture tonight, but what I'm going to go into is what he said. I have to get to work and let you guys go, man. He said, whatever you habitually think yourself to be, that you are. Isn't that great? It's you installing in those neural pathways, those channels of thinking of exactly who you want to be on a constant basis, hence the production line of thought. You're going to naturally evolve into what you want to become. But the thing is, whatever habit you create for yourself is what you're going to bring to yourself. And you got to remember that sometimes a break from your routine is everything you need. If your routine every day is not helping you move forward in life, the best gift you have is to create a new routine, whatever it might be. A different time waking up, a different cup of coffee, a different drive to work. Those are all going to bring different thoughts. You start surrounding what you want around that routine and keep triggering the mind every single day. You are going to start naturally thinking that way, hence attracting that way and being that way. That's how easy evolution is for us human beings on this planet. And I'll leave you with this. By thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it. Everything starts with thought. Everything starts with thought wherever. They don't even know where the mind is, man. To me, it's just a big energy ball that surrounds us. From that thought goes into the old brain, the old noggin, the neural pathways. That washing machine gets mixed around, spun together, and now becomes a neural pathway of thinking in your life. You keep doing that every single day. You just reprogrammed your mind. This is the beauty of it. You literally just reprogram how you think by changing your physical routine. If you don't understand it from an inside sense, from a spiritual sense, you can do it on a physical plane. And hence you'll naturally become it. What you surround yourself with, you will become. What you think yourself to be, you will become. This is the beauty about life. We have this gift. We have this choice. Whatever it might be. I have 2 nights that I do overnight. Last night and tonight. These are nights literally where I'm at complete and utter peace. There's nobody around. I love it. I love the fact that I can jack in my ears 16 hours of knowledge. And there's no excuse anymore. I don't have time to read. Meatball, you have buds in your ear all day long. What are you putting in there? Ask yourself the question. If you're not happy, guys, if you're not happy, immerse yourself in happiness. If you're disappointed, immerse yourself in a better way of living. If you're frustrated, immerse yourself into a better way of thinking. I guarantee this is a great thing about science, because from that thinking and those new channels of thought creates a chemical reaction in your body, which creates a feeling. That's the whole premise of America's Mentor. It's all about feeling, man. It's all about you feeling better. Because from that feeling better every day, you are going to create the most amazing way in your life. But you got to understand, we are all malleable to do anything we want in life. But you got to make the choice. You got to make the decision. If you're not at peace, you have complete control of the ship. Where do you want to park your ship? What harbor of thought do you want to live in every single day? Because that's going to naturally materialize in your thought process, and it's going to create the emotions behind it and your physicality in life. This is the beauty about science, guys, because from that chemical reaction and those neural pathways and those neurons kicking ass up there with what you're feeding it, you're naturally going to become it. So, guys, have an awesome Sunday / in the Monday. I'm going to head off to work, man. Guys, America's Mentor. Hopefully this helped, inspired you, because we all deserve it. Every single one of us deserves the most amazing life. Immerse yourself in whatever you want to become. Start thinking that way. Create a routine around that way. And it's naturally, the science backs it. Everything backs it now. It's not theory anymore. Einstein proved that. So many sages and notables proved that throughout the centuries, guys. I'm just here as a with my bullhorn saying, you can have better, meatball. That's all up to you, man. So, guys, America's Mentor _ on Instagram. At America's Mentor on Twitter. At America's Mentor on YouTube. Guys, thanks so much for the Jackson views. Especially on YouTube, guys. Thanks. And there's 8 billion people on YouTube. And I've been so grateful that so many people have jacked onto America's Mentor on the channel on there as well, guys. Enjoy your Sunday / in the Monday. I'll see you guys soon, man.